Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to the show. Well, if you can't get tickets to see Dolly Parton herself, our guest today is truly the next best thing. Kelly O'Brien transforms into the country music legend, and I mean transforms. And she tours the world with her tribute act called The Dolly Show.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. Well, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Unbelievable. She's touring the world now, but she's here now. Audience, give it up for Kelly O'Brien. Welcome. Listen to that!
They're going crazy.
They are going nuts! I love it! Welcome!
Welcome. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so happy! Where did your love of Dolly start?
You want me to talk like this?
Yes! Yeah.
Oh.
You do whatever you want to do. You do whatever you want to do.
I'm going to give you some of my normal voice. I know, I'm sorry. I can go in between.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Okay, so let's go in between. So, normal voice.
Yeah.
What started your love of Dolly?
Oh, in Australia, I grew up, my parents would play her records when we were going to sleep. And country music is kind of big in Australia, the same as here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I started listening to her, and then I started singing when I was about 8 and doing like country music competitions when I was like 10, 11, that kind of thing. Of course, growing up, I just wanted to be Kylie Minogue. Doesn't everybody?
I mean, right?
But then, I don't know how it happened, I ended up in the theater and doing big talent competitions, and I kind of started dressing up as Dolly as a joke because it's kind of easy to, you know, put on a bust, put on a big wig, do a terrible southern accent, you know. And then it kind of just, you know, by the time I got to London, and I found out there were these people called tribute artists, I thought, hey, you know, I might be really good at this.
Yeah.
So
what is the hardest element? What was the hardest? Because you have mastered it now. But what was, as you're building her, what was the hardest tick or aspect to grasp?
The hair is very difficult to get good hair.
Really?
Yes. Yes, and the accent, because you gotta really work hard at that. You know, and also because I am a natural, you know, I'm an alto, but Dolly is soprano. So when she's singing like, and I will always love you, you gotta do it real small.
It's just freaking me out. It's just freaking me out. Oh my goodness. You are, and okay, so the hair, because I would think it would be her move, because you're really good. Here's just a subtle compliment about the subtlety of what you do. Your movements are her. Oh. Like because I'm a huge fan of Dolly, and even the way your posture and the way you move. What did you study? I mean, did you look at interviews? Did you look at movies? Did you look at everything?
Everything. And I think, like, at the start, for 3 months, I just studied her. On YouTube, they also play, you know, even her laugh. People have, like, her laugh on repeat. You know, you can watch just her laugh. So I'd like watch that and how she moves. She's not a great dancer, Dolly, and so she flaps her arms a lot, you know, when she's like, you know, because she's kind of 9 2 5, what a way, you know.
She does. Oh, I think of it. She does.
She does. She's very handy, you know, with her hands, and so you just really watch and study how she moves. And you know, I guess it's a skill, but you got to pay attention to detail, and that's what people want.
When did you know that you said, oh, you realized in London that you could do this. When did you realize, was there a turning point? Was there a sold out show? Was there a moment where you're like, no, not only can I do this, but I'm really damn good at doing this?
Oh, I think, when COVID was happening and the lockdowns were happening, I was doing a lot of cameo videos for people that couldn't go to Dollywood, they couldn't have a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
And so I was doing a lot of talking, and I really thought, you know what, I'm going to really study her voice. And she had veneers put in, and that's what kind of got her the lisp. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Her veneers gave her the, really?
Yeah, so before that, she would talk as Dolly when she was younger, and she didn't have that lisp. But then as she got older, she had more of a lisp. So I was studying how her voice changed. And so in my show, I kind of start from the late 60s and I go through, but my accent will change a little because when she had the veneers. And I think it was at that point when people, especially from here, because you're such big fans, started saying, oh my God, you sound like her,
What's your favorite era of Dolly?
Oh.
I mean, not just to perform, but what is your favorite era for whatever reason?
I think the songs that she wrote when she left the Porter Wagoner show, like they're just so
Including
good.
I Will Always Love You.
Including I Will Always Love You. You got Jolene, I Will Always Love You, that she wrote on the same day. But then, when she was doing like Here You Come Again, and then of course 9 to 5, and I don't know, there's an era that she's just got beautiful songs.
I'm sure you listened to that podcast about Dolly, released it 3 or 4 years ago. Someone on that podcast said something that I want to know if you agree with. Don't you think that if this was the era of Mozart, she would be, she's a Mozart level songstress, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Her lyrics are just amazing. And sometimes I'll have players, I've got bands in the UK and then I tour Australia and obviously here. And I think some people are like, oh, it's country music. How hard could it be? And her songs are so intricate. And it's the storytelling that she has. She's really, really proficient songwriter. She's amazing.
More with Kelly when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back, everyone. Our special guest today is just simply the best. Dolly Parton tribute artist, Kelly O'Brien. We'll tell you how to see Kelly live in just a little bit. Have you ever met Dolly? Have you ever seen Dolly live?
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen her live twice, and I met her in 2011.
Oh, there we are right there. Oh, what was that like?
Well, I just had a baby, and they're my real boobs. They're bigger than hers.
They're bigger than hers, actually. Yeah. Oh my goodness! What did she say to you? I mean, she gets impressionists all the time. But what did she say? Do you remember that moment?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know she was wearing gold, and I was wearing gold, and I walked up and she said, "Oh my goodness, it's like looking into a mirror," she said. Yeah.
Kelly and I were talking during the commercial break. Tell the audience, you met Dolly's family. Tell that story if you would.
So I had a show in Nashville. It was the first time I'd come to the States to perform in May. And they all came, and loads of her fans. And they're watching you like this, but her nieces were there and her cousins were there. And they were just blown away, and they came backstage, and Jada Starr, who's her niece, who's an artist as well, said to me, I don't know how you do the voice like that, but you sound just like us.
Just like us?
Yeah.
Well, we were saying, no bigger compliment. When Dolly's kinfolk are telling you that you sound like them, I can say kinfolk. I'm from Tennessee, so that's where my family's from. Yeah. Will you tell the story too of a granddad? Will you tell that story?
Yeah. So I had a call. This is probably 10 years ago when I was doing Dolly, about an old man. He didn't have very long to live, and he was about 94. He had a tumor of some kind, and his wish was to meet Dolly, but he couldn't travel. He couldn't go into any of her concerts or go overseas, whatever. So they said, look, can you come? We don't have a lot of money. So, but you would make his kind of dreams come true. So I remember going to their house, and I'd get dressed in the bedroom, and, I came out, and he was there kind of sitting on his chair, and it was just a small crowd, there's maybe 20 or 30 people. And I kind of came out and I said, well, hi there, David. this is me, who Dolly. And I put my hand, and he started shaking, and then he started crying. He started crying, and he said, I knew you'd come for me. And yeah, it was so amazing.
Oh.
I was going to get all teary now. And so he didn't know the whole time that I wasn't her. And then he passed away like 2 weeks later. It was so sad. But like the family just couldn't say thanks enough. They said he literally made his dream come true. And I had a little bit of a sing, and he danced with me, and it was just so sweet. Yeah.
Ending on a positive note before we run out of time. So that's a really emotional a moment. You said, there's Dolly fans in the UK, but you come here and there's like hero worship. Like, you don't mess around with Dolly here. Are fans critical? Are fans like waiting for you to be like, oh?
I did a show in like North Carolina at the Swanee Theater in Kannapolis, and everybody had Dolly t-shirts, and I was sitting like this. And then like by the time I'm singing Jolene, Jolene, and they're kind of like loosening up a bit, you know what I mean? And then they're like whispering like, yeah, she's all right. And then by the end, they're like loving it, because I'm not sure I think there's tribute artists here, or, you get drag and people do impersonations, but maybe not the same level.
Yes.
And so I think but they, and they're tough fans.
Yeah.
So that was a huge compliment.
Well, you should take it, because there are different levels, and no one will be at your level. You are the best. Give it up for Kelly, everybody. If you're watching us locally, she has 2 shows on Saturday at Roxy's Cabaret in Minneapolis. If you're watching us from around the country, head to thedollyshow.com for more information. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.